what your fitness journey was like before you joined my program.
It was a roller coaster. I didn't have a habit. I didn't have a routine, work-related stress. At that point, I was just like, well, I'm already at the bottom.
What was your actual heaviest and what are you weighing now?
I was 232 pounds. I am now 204 pounds. I didn't realize that I would drop beyond 20 in a matter of 3 months. I don't know. I feel like I could conquer the world right now.
I am with Terry Wong. Now, Terry, can you tell everyone, who you are and where are you from?
I am a nurse and I am from Vancouver, BC, Canada. And I am currently not in the clinical realm of nursing, but more as a nurse educator, supporting nurses in their educational endeavors in their professional work.
Absolutely beautiful. And tell me a little bit more about, what your fitness journey was like before you joined my program.
It was a roller coaster. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I was very involved in the gym, going pretty much every day before or after shifts, and was probably in the pretty good shape. After when COVID hit and when I transitioned to a desk job, that's when things spiraled a bit more. I gained a lot of weight, not because of inactivity, but because of work related stress as well too. It was very hard to balance the working hours of longer shifts, being a mom as well too. So working full time as a nurse educator, being a mom or trying to be a full-time mom after work and carving time for family was just challenging. And so it was very hard to find priority. It was very hard to find time for myself. And so I probably reached my heaviest late last year or earlier this year, which was beyond my pregnancy weight, which wasn't very great for my self-confidence. During pregnancy, I just did walks and stuff like that. I didn't have a habit. I didn't have a routine. Work-related stress caused me to emotional eat as well too. At that point, I was just like, well, I'm already at the bottom. What more can I do? And so it wasn't until probably I transitioned to a more balanced work schedule that I kind of woke up.
And how did it make you feel knowing that you were heavier than when you were like at the height of your pregnancy weight? Like, how did that make you feel?
Felt very, my confidence was very low. Like when I was at work, I didn't think about it. I didn't have to think about it because I wasn't really thinking about it. I wore baggy scrubs. No one really noticed anything. But outside of work, when I was not wearing scrubs, it was very noticeable. Coming from a Chinese family, you'll get those little remarks at family dinners, how you changed. Physically, I didn't feel great because I was tired. I found my energy really low. I could feel it in my knee joints, even just trying to go up the stairs. It was pretty hard. And I didn't want to admit to the reason why I was having trouble going up 6 flights of stairs when before I could. When I went for my physicals with my doctor, the blood work showed I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant. And so I was more at risk for developing a late onset diabetes. So it was something that I was told that I had to watch. I came from a family on my dad's side, high cholesterol, which predisposes you to cardiac risk. And so that lingered in the back of my head, but I didn't want to face the truth. So I knew I had to do something. I didn't know what. I didn't know where to start at that point.
Mm. Did you have any concerns joining my program when you first reached out to me?
But I did come across your Instagram. Somehow you came onto my algorithm. I did watch a few of your videos and it was very, very informative. I had hesitations because I was like, oh gosh, like why would I be joining something on Instagram? Like, is this a scam? These days you don't really want to just fully place your trust in someone that you meet online immediately, right? But the more information that you provided, the more it resonated with me, especially the focused information that you share out. So I just decided, I was like, you know what, forget about it. Like your message resonated with me. I'm just like, you know what, forget about it. I will just take a chance and just give you a message.
And I guess what was your goal coming into the program? Did you have like a number in mind, a feeling in mind?
Funny enough, when I turned 40 this year, and I told myself, you know what, it'll be nice to drop 40 at 40. So I had the end goal of, you know what, I would love to drop 40 pounds off. That would take a lot of the physical weight off. I knees would be happier, my back would be happier. I was thinking that, okay, if I could just start with 20, start small steps and see where it takes me. I didn't realize that I would drop beyond 20 in a matter of what, 3 months, 4 or 5 months. Time has really flown because I'm just having fun, really.
I know you mentioned you were the heaviest at the start of the year.
Yeah.
What was your actual heaviest and what are you weighing now?
So at my heaviest, as of June 2025, I was 232 pounds. And now that we are in October, I am now 204 pounds.
How's that make you feel?
I feel very accomplished. I feel very proud of myself, mainly because I did the hard work. It feels good to be able to see the results of of your own hard work with guidance along the way. I don't know. I feel like I could conquer the world right now. I'm literally just working on my master's application on the side before this call. I feel like I can take on things because of the newfound confidence that I've found through this community.
Okay. And what would your proudest achievement be up until this date?
Proudest achievement, mental clarity. I definitely have gained a lot of mental clarity. It's as if I have woken up from a fog and I now understand food. I understand nutrition. I understand the science behind it much more. I understand the physical body a lot more. Just understanding compound movements, why we're doing that, why are we doing certain exercises in this program, and seeing the change, literally seeing the change come through at biweekly check-ins. It all kind of comes together. The confidence and the mental clarity has translated into my professional work. I feel much more confident in my current work in all aspects, whether it be participating in important meetings, being a specific part of a committee. I feel like I don't worry about sharing my opinions or my voice, whereas before I would just sit back and just listen. When I feel like something needs to be said, I feel confident enough to raise my hand and say and share ideas. So I find that mental clarity and that energy level has really translated beyond the physical and health aspect and into the mental health aspect and also into daily life.
And who would you recommend this program to?
I would recommend it to anyone who wants to take charge of themselves again, anyone who wants to place themselves first, anyone who wants to gain that mental clarity again, improve their mental health, because it really goes beyond health and the physical body. It really changes the mind as well too, which I have really enjoyed experiencing and very much looking forward to see where it takes. But definitely anyone who believes that they don't have time, because I thought that I didn't have time and I just needed this program and Coach Pat to tell me exactly where my time is. Because when you're on the ground, you're not able to see things clearly. But if you ask someone for help with a different perspective, you can definitely gain a whole lot of mental clarity. So I definitely recommend to anyone, no matter any walks of life.
Hmm. Recently, a family member reached out to me. What has happened over the last few weeks? Someone special reached out to me because of your results.
Yes, so my eldest sister, Catherine, she reached out because she noticed my weight loss. She was curious to what I was doing, and she asked me who, what, and how. So I just said, you know what? Follow Coach Pat on Instagram and see if his message and information resonates with you. And if it does, just shoot a message. She messaged you pretty fast, I think. And so far, she has been ecstatic because she has already lost 4 pounds or so
It's only
in a
been like
matter of a
less
few
than two
weeks.
weeks. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
incredible. I remember she was telling me about like how proud she was. You're the middle sister, right? Like you're younger than her, I think.
I'm the middle child. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm the middle child as well. And when I started getting into fitness, it was big for my brother to, reach out to, like, not reach out to me, but allow me to help him and guide him, and which made our relationship even stronger. Like we were training partners. So it's really cool to see that you and your sister are on the same journey now. So maybe like family dinner and like family get-togethers are, even the food choices can change too. So that's really cool.
Yeah, very curious what the Christmases and the other holidays coming up will look like. It'll definitely be a bit different, but it's been nice to share what I've learned through this program with her to get her started. And it's kind of nice to share information, share progress together.
For those people that think weight loss is about, just doing a lot of cardio, cutting out carbs, not eating like foods that they were born with, like cultural foods like rice and noodles and like pasta, what have you found to be true after losing all the weight and continuing to lose the weight and building self-confidence and gaining the knowledge in the program? I mean, for those people that think they have to drastically change their life and sacrifice all these foods, like what would you say to that after all the information that you've retained over the last few months?
I think that's a great point because that's one of the motivations that I wanted to join the DTA with you, Coach Pat. Because when I just going back to previous health and fitness and weight loss journeys, like I've tried many, many different diets very commonly, like keto, intermittent fasting, and all sorts. And a lot of them focused on the same type of foods. And when going through those types of diets or fads, I guess I call it, or trends, I found like I kind of lost my identity through it because I didn't know how to incorporate the foods I enjoyed eating growing up. The rice, the noodles, the dumplings. How do I incorporate into my nutrition? Whereas I've now since learned that I don't have to give those up. I can still stay true to my own identity, my own daily living. I don't have to sacrifice anything for the sake of weight loss and fitness. I am able to incorporate that and add that into my routines, my food prep, which is liberating. It literally is liberating because I didn't know. I didn't know. And the messaging all around has always been like, no, you don't eat, don't stop eating rice. Don't eat your steamed dumplings. Don't, you got to give up your noodles. You shouldn't be having ramen and all that, right? Those are delicious foods. But when done right, as I've learned, you don't have to give it up. You don't really have to give it up and you still enjoy life.
That's the main takeaway. Amazing. Well, Terry, we're still in the journey. I mean, I wanted to do this with you because I wanted to celebrate how far you've come in such a short amount of time. Like, we don't put the message out there that people lose 25 pounds in 3, 4 months. I mean, but we do have a lot of clients that do. And sharing your story, I know, is going to continue, helping others, especially nurses. I mean, nurses have it very difficult because they kind of know better and they teach it to obviously their patients, but they also need the accountability, the structure, and, working 12-hour shifts and being on the go all the time. It can be very exhausting. So I'm glad that this program has been successful for you. And, thank you for doing this and inspiring other people.
Thank you, Coach Pat, and happy to share my experiences. And I'm pretty sure what I went through, my previous, like before I started the program, resonates with a lot of other nurses as well, too, as we are trained to put others before us before we can care for ourselves. So I think this is one way of giving back to yourself so that you could fill your own vessel, fill your own cup so that you could be the best of you can be so that you can continue to provide that excellence towards others.
Love it. Let's leave it there. Terry, thank you so much. And I can't wait to do this again with you.